It is not capitalism to ask to be paid for the content that I create. Because capitalism isn't when a worker gets paid a fair wage. You are actually thinking of socialism. A key part of socialism is that the worker gets paid the full value of their labor. Unlike in capitalism, where you get paid a small fraction of the value of your labor and the rest goes to your boss. Which, to all you capitalists who say that you hate paying taxes, guess the fuck what? Your boss is taxing you. Except your boss doesn't have to include how much they are taxing you on your pay stub, while the government legally does. Odds are most of the value you produce isn't going to you, and it isn't going to the government. It is going to the company that you work for. But if I start a podcast, which I did, it's called By the Brook, check it out, link in bio. But if I ask to be paid for that podcast, it's not capitalism because I am the worker. I am creating the entirety of the product, and then I am keeping the value generated by that product. Now, it would be capitalism if the podcast starts to make a whole bunch of money and I hire some people to help me create the podcast and I don't do profit sharing with all of those people and I don't give them a voice in how the podcast is run. If I become a little podcasting feudal lord, then yeah, that would be capitalism. But holy shit, if I brought on another human being to help me make my podcast, of course I'm going to give them a percentage of the profits, and of course I am going to give them a say in how the podcast is created because they are a human being who relies on the income they get from the work that they do, which is socialism. But here's the crazier thing. I'm not a socialist. I am an anarcho-communist. Because here is the fact of the matter. You define yourself by what you want to see in the world. You define your ideals by the thing that is not yet achieved. Because while I currently live under capitalism and I am doing my damnedest to practice socialism at the moment, my ideal world is anarchism through a communist lens. So no, I'm not a fucking capitalist because I ask people to give to my podcast on Patreon. Which, by the way, no one even has to fucking do. I'm not even selling the damn thing. You can listen to it for free. Although if you are interested in supporting the show and want early access to episodes a month early, check out my Patreon.